Yeah, I put 2 out already. I feel like I'm so far because I can't see.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I feel like we so far.
Yeah, just a little bit because I can't see. Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
I think it's better for the light too.
Yeah.
We live. What is this? Episode 7 of season 2. It's gender roles. I think this conversation is gonna get super, super weird. Just because I made a post and I could see the triggeration in men on this post.
They took it very personal.
And I knew it.
And some women did too.
I posted it because it was provocative. Yeah. I knew it was going to get you guys going.
Step into the live.
Baby, y'all come on to the couch.
Right.
Not step into the live, but meet us at the couch. You know what time it is. You already know what time it is, but I'm Dawn.
I'm Kay.
And this is Triggered. So, right. We're talking about gender roles. And if you don't know what a gender role is an ideal or duty that society assigns to you based off of your sex or gender, right?
Yeah.
It's basically society saying, because you are a man, you're supposed to do this. Because you are a woman, you're supposed to do this. So I want to know, are gender roles okay with you? Like, I know back in the day it was the thing. And I know we have, I'm every woman. Women different and stuff now. So what's up, man? Are you subscribing to gender roles? Women, are you subscribing to gender roles? Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all doing. I guess it's here. You want to go ahead and bring him in?
Yeah, we bring him in.
Okay.
Bringing Reggie in. He got some to
y'all bring me in. God damn it.
We have to do our intro.
I got you.
We have to do our intro and introduce our show and let our viewers chat with each other. We asked them a question. So we basically asked them, do they subscribe to gender roles? We know that historically in the past, it's basically something that we all did because it was ingrained in us. But times change, times evolve, and I just wanted to know if we're still subscribing to gender roles. So let me ask you,
come on, because I'm finna tell some. I'm finna tell the truth. This shit been burning a hole in me all day.
Ooh, for those of y'all that met us at the couch, this my real cousin. This my mama.
This ain't this is my play cousin or none of that shit.
Ain't no play cousin. This my real cousin. Yeah. So he better not get up here and act like he want to raise right, like his granddaddy wasn't gender rolling.
Hey, what granddaddy did back in the day, I can't do nothing but salute him. Because it was a different day and age. They ain't had that picture. Papa had Facebook. Granny had Facebook. Shit. Who it is, James? Over with.
I can't imagine.
I'm glad they didn't.
I can't imagine.
I'm back on my mom's Facebook page when she was like 20. It's like I don't want the Facebook. I'm glad.
The reason why my mom ain't my Facebook friend right now, and she ain't even on it, but it.
I ain't never got a Facebook.
Nah, but I'm saying that's the reason she wouldn't be my friend, because she gonna try to dictate everything.
Let me tell you something. Marilyn, my Facebook friend. Let me tell you who.
Well, she a G though. Auntie Marilyn a G. She understand. Auntie Marilyn, she from the root of the matter. Yeah, she's solid.
So, cuz, tell me what's up. Do you subscribe to gender roles? And I'm talking about gender roles in general, not just like one specific part. Like, is it like, yeah, some stuff I do, but some stuff I can't really do? How you feel about that?
Man, I feel like at the end of the day, a man should be a man. And the way society got it set up now, it's a lot of independent women that feel like they don't need no man to do shit. And that's cool. You keep that mindset, but don't come like what a bag at nigga, what a bag at the same time. So, at the end of the day, again, a man should be a man. And it's like now society is not actually letting a man be a man, because it's a standard that's placed on us of what we have to do. Like, I don't rock like that. You don't tell me what I got. Oh, go ahead. But don't tell me what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm supposed to do.
So let me ask you this. if you're saying let a man be a man, then essentially you believe in gender roles, because obviously it's some blueprint for being a man. That's basically gender roles.
Not really,
right?
but I'm gonna tell you that. Go ahead, Kayla. I ain't gonna go.
Okay, my question is, that's what I was saying too. It's like, what is society telling you what to do at the same time? What is being a man? You know, like,
what is being a man?
So what is being a man to you?
First and foremost, a man should provide love, loyalty, security. You know what I'm saying? And the financial standpoint, now we gotta separate. Are we talking about in a marriage, or are we talking about in a relationship? Because it's two different lines. Yeah, it's two different lines.
I think we talk about like gender roles in general, and you could get specific if you want to talk about relationships, but like gender roles, you know, in general, because honestly, this might sound weird to some people because some people might not have a level of understanding. I think gender roles are trash as a social construct.
I agree.
But I also subscribe to them.
Right.
So what I mean by that is that I subscribe to gender roles because a lot of what I was taught from gender roles really aligns with who I am.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay.
To me. But that's for me.
I got you.
What's for me is
I agree.
me. But gender roles social construct, meaning everybody needs to play by these rules.
Yeah, I don't rock with that either.
Because I think gender roles, and I'm going to go left a little bit, but I think gender roles is a reason why we're seeing this trans movement. And I'm not anti-trans. I'm not anti-trans because I believe in people doing and being who they want to be. Mm-hmm. But the world tells a man that he's supposed to wear a suit, and that's why a man can't wear a dress. But really, that's a gender role. Mm-hmm. Really, it is, because let a man wear a dress and still be a man, and then he won't feel like, oh, I feel like a woman, because honestly, you don't know what being a woman feels like.
Truth be told,
you just know that you like, and it's okay for you to like that. Right. It's okay for you to be a man and explore your femininity and like whatever you want, but that doesn't really turn you into a woman. So I think the gender roles that society has placed on people has turned into like a hurricane. A mess, and we all confused.
I think gender roles is a choice.
You don't eat well bad. Talk about. Can you hear me? Goddamn it! Now the ESPN headphones off. Gonna get on your ass. But now
we can barely hear you.
Let me get my shit back on then.
Tell her you a pilot, baby. Mind her business.
I think gender roles are a choice. I subscribe to gender roles in my life, in my house. So that's the way I hold family. I did this, all the men did that, whatever. That's the way my whole family was. But I don't believe in pushing it on anybody. I think I want the same life that I want, and that's what I'm going to do. And I think that sometimes people put gender roles, they feel like you're trying to make them do something. I'm not trying to make you do shit. You can do whatever you want to do, but whoever I'm with, we're gonna do it this way, and that's why we do our thing. And I think that's what people think. Like when I hear gender roles, they get very defensive when you talk about gender roles.
I think that, and this is for men, and they can say I'm wrong, but I just made a post about it, right? Mm-hmm. I think that some men get really defensive about gender roles because I don't think that they feel like they can rise to the occasion. Not saying that they can't, but I think they feel insecure about it. That's why they like, nah, a woman gotta do this, a woman gotta bring this, a woman. Man, men that are secure in their leadership don't even have those conversations. Like, cause I can't imagine you pressuring no woman like, nah, she gotta pay half on this rent, we're gonna pay half on all these bills. I just feel like you a woman and you would tell her, hey, in the household, I'm gonna take care of this. If you could just take care of that.
That's how it's supposed to be. Everybody's saying a man's supposed to do everything. Now, again, if a man's supposed to do everything, I feel like if you're not breathing down that man's neck, asking him a million questions, if he out doing what he got to do, if he taking care of everything, it shouldn't be no questioning. That's just in my eyes. It shouldn't be no, where you been, what you doing. If he bring all the bacon to the table, let him bring the bacon to the table. But that don't necessarily mean he out here doing, who know what under the sun. It's just something you gotta.
If they can make money, you can't ask them a question.
Hell no, because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. If that's what you want, that's personal preference though. But if that's what you want, you gotta be willing to accept what come with it. It's just like if girls. Hold on, pick me up. It's just like if you want a trap nigga, right? Because he got the money, he doing this, that, and the third. you got to understand what come with the trap life. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? If I'm on a block all day, you can't be blowing my phone up. What time you coming home? Shit, when I make my last sale, ain't no telling when it's gonna be. So you gotta conform really to that. You gotta understand. But that's if you want that type of lifestyle. That's if you want a man to do everything. So if you want a nigga to do everything, you gotta be able to take what comes with that shit.
And I guess what is everything? Because
Everything, bills, cell phone, pay your car note, everything. Well, you don't have to do that, but just hold the house down. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, right? That shit don't work for me.
I mean, but I'm having a hard time with the I guess the analogy or whatever, because I think it's a difference in understanding if you got a dude in the streets and if you just have a dude that is making sure you're financially well off.
Right.
If you have a dude in the street,
the street or Wall Street, it's the same.
I feel like not asking those questions like you were talking about is understanding his job.
Right.
That's just like if I worked in a certain job where you can't call me because I can't have my cell phone on the floor.
I'm gonna respect that.
But if you're just because you're just paying all the bills, I can't ask you a question. Nigga,
listen, I'm not saying you don't have to ask me a question. I'm saying don't blow that man up. Don't smother that man every 5 seconds. Where you at? What you doing?
It's just the women I know that are homemakers, they too busy.
Man, that's just like
at home. The women I know that's homemakers, they homeschool. They cook, they clean, they make residual income. Like they probably ain't going in clocking in no clock. They probably not leave the house and work, but they making money that's coming in the house. And they're contribute to the household just like the guy is.
You sounded like the boxer on Harlem Nights.
From what I understand from men, what I hear from them sometimes, it's like, oh, well, you're at home. I'm still making money. I'm still working. I'm still, even if I'm not bringing in money, I'll take care of these children.
But see, that's the difference, though. That's a big difference. If you at the house, but you working. I'm talking about the women that want to stay at home and just feel like my role is to cook, is to clean, is to.
That's a lie.
Now there you go. Now how many kids we talking about? It's got to be one.
If you got a new baby and
okay, I get that because I'm new in the father club, right? So you know what I'm saying. One thing I can't respect. It is a lot. It do take a lot. You know what I'm saying. But my daughter's 6 months old now. Right now she on airplane mode. She cool. She don't. If I spend a whole day with her, she don't give me no problem. But she get her mama hell. But I don't know if that's just because.
Because think about this though. Even if she don't give you any problems, that's a good baby. But it doesn't mean you can't not be on alert. You still gotta be on duty.
Oh yeah. Now you gotta be on duty for sure. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. But no.
Homemaking is a job that I feel like, and I'm not a homemaker, but shout out to women that are homemakers.
I appreciate you all.
I think that is
it minimized.
Shamika, I said Chandria shit. Shamika said kids ain't never on airplane mode. Mine is. I'm just speaking from my personal preference. My little girl, she on airplane mode. She, whatever that. I'm finna go get her in a minute too, if she ain't sleep.
So, I have been hearing men that like preach 50-50. How we get to 50-50 so fast? But I have been hearing men that 50-50 talking about how things have to be equal. Do you really think that anything in relationships is truly equal?
Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna tell you this though. It all depends on your mate. It all depends on who you dealing with. Because you're not gonna never get nowhere trying to find your equal. Finding your equal, y'all too much alike.
I just don't think that equality exists.
Me either. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think people should look for equality. You don't want it. I don't want to be equal to my husband.
Exactly. I don't want
to be equal.
I agree.
I feel like that we each have our role. Our role is important and no less important than the other one.
No.
But we're not equal.
Right.
I'm not his equal.
I'm not greater than my situation. My situation ain't greater than me. So I can agree.
Yeah,
I can agree to that.
That's how I feel. So for us, it's like I think when women, and I think sometimes women encourage 50-50 because they don't want to be responsible. When I see a woman really push 50-50, I feel like that she don't want to have that man have no say so or nothing she got going on. So she feel like,
I can see that.
He feel like, so I'm gonna do half, so he can't tell me a goddamn thing.
But I also see women that push 50-50 because they are insecure about a man being able to do it all, so they just settle and like, well, this can do. I'm okay with it.
And I also think some women feel like they can't never get a man to really provide for them. So it's like, oh,
absolutely.
It all depends on who that woman is and how she is.
They want to take care of me and make sure I'm secure. So for my defense mechanism, I'm gonna push 50-50 because I can't get a man to do that for me. And I think a lot of times women, when they say they want a man to provide, and women might get mad at me about this, I don't really give a fuck.
Talk your shit, Kayla.
I think they want a man to provide for them. They have in their head sometimes like he needs to give me what I got. For my opinion, my providing for my husband makes sure that we got a place to stay. He makes sure we got lights, and he makes sure we got food to eat. Anything extra I want to do to enhance our life, he can do it if he wants to, but I'm not putting it on him to do it. Now that's nice. I want to go to Jamaica, right? I want to go to Jamaica, but I'm not gonna make it mandatory that every month he got to take me to Jamaica. That's part of providing. If he can't do that, even though I take myself to Jamaica,
see, yeah, that's what it's fucked up at because people.
Man, you gotta meet
my bad. That's what it's fucked up at because people more are content with what people can actually do for them, which don't make no sense. Like these little, like you said, like you gotta fly me out anytime I want to be flew out. You have to do this to keep me. This shit don't fly. I know this 2021, and I know that's what is put out there for people to see and for people that don't got no mind or can't think for themselves to grasp onto. That shit don't make no sense. It's not about what nobody can do for you. It's about, again, finding your balance. You, like you said, you never want your equal, but you got to find somebody to balance you out. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, you got to find your balance because finding somebody that's just like you is never gonna work. You got to take the good with the bad sometimes, but that don't mean settle either.
But you know what? I understand what you're saying, but I disagree because I do think it's about what people can do for you. Mm-hmm. I absolutely feel that that's what relationships about.
I'm talking about like it's like bullshit, like flying you out, buying me a Birkin, buying me a bag versus investing in if you want to do you want 10 beauty shops. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. I look like buying you a $40,000 bag, and if you got 5 beauty shops and let's say it's $10,000 or $7,000 a piece to get them, I'd rather do that because whatever you get, we get together. But I'm not looking at it like, well, shit, you got to give me some kickback. Nah, this your dream. I'm gonna fund your dreams, but I ain't finna buy you no bullshit that's gonna depreciate the moment you walk out the store with it.
But if it's a Birkin, Birkins appreciate. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, I ain't got $40K for no Birkin for nobody.
Birkins are an investment, so that's okay. But I don't.
I think I think the thing is that people understand. People say they don't want to get used. Everybody get used. You're useful. Everybody's relationship should be useful in some aspect. Man, some people get misused. A lot of people get misused. So when they get misused, they mistake like, oh, they're using me. I'm using my husband. He's using me. We're in most relationships are kind of transactional. We're giving and taking
give and take.
Each other. That's it.
Yeah, we're giving and taking each other.
Relationships are absolutely transactions. It is about what you can get from that person.
And marriage, definitely, you got to treat this shit like a business. Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I would most definitely
be committed to the process.
Exactly.
More so.
Exactly.
Committed to the partner, I'm committed to this union. So we're going to do what's best for this union versus what I'm doing best for Kaylin. Because what best for Kaylin might not be best for the union. You know what I'm saying? But
and you know what's so funny is that when I tell people that I believe in gender roles, I believe in men providing, and I ain't fucking with no 50-50 niggas, they assume that I said that
go dig.
They assume that I said that I want a man to pay all my bills, and I've had several people I was like, I had a young man, I'm not sure, my post was public, so he probably just found it because somebody shared it. But I actually just had to like stop comments, and I wasn't mad at anything like that, but I was just like, he was so far off because he was like, times have changed, women are working now, and so I understand that. But at the same time, to me, it sounds backwards because if times have changed and women are working now, that seems like it's adding an extra duty to women, right? But not taking anything off their plate because women are still expected to be the homemakers, raising and rearing the children, and she still got to go to work, and she got to go to college, and she got to do all of this, and men get to go to work and come home. That's the way his post was like, men, we got to go bust our ass and go to work and do this. But women, we got to do that now too.
Yeah,
Plus, we got to do all this other shit that you wanted us to do. So it's like
he a one-dimensional. He a one-dimensional nigga. That's what that is.
Well, one thing, it's certain things that I just don't do. Like I couldn't agree.
You don't supposed to.
I sit there in the
You can
car
pull the weeds though.
overnight.
You can pull the weeds though.
You can
pull the weeds up though.
I can send my sons out there to pull the weeds. I got 2 sons.
Pull them weeds up, girl. Stop being lazy. Pull them weeds up.
It's just certain things I don't do, and I'm
you got a union. It's together. We doing this shit together. If I ask you, baby, come pull these weeds, you better pull these goddamn weeds up.
So it's just certain things. If people like, oh, I changed my own time. Good for you, boo boo. Kayla knows how to change the time. I did his own auto mechanic shop for 10 years. I know more shit than most guys about cars. But I ain't gonna do it.
I had somebody treat me a certain way because I said that she didn't treat me a certain way. She made a comment because I said I don't wash my own car. But my car was like really, really dirty. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm just not accustomed to washing my own car. I had someone that would take my car to Pressure World and just tell me, go pick your car.
Yeah, and that's cool. The crazy thing about it, my lady don't like touching the gas pump. She can be on E, damn near on the way to the house, and she not gonna go pump her own gas. But guess what? I already know. So before she leave, I'm finna go right. Whether I'm sleep crushed in my eye, I'm finna go and get up and do it. Because again, there's something that I know. See, people take things that let's say if she don't want to pump her own gas and she don't eat. Somebody get mad like, dang, you can't stop. But like you said, if you don't like physically getting out washing your car, even taking it to the car wash, I mean, whoever you with, they gotta respect that. I ain't gonna ask you, damn, you can't do it your goddamn self. Because if I'm with you, I'm rocking with you regardless. Because I'm with you for a reason. So whatever I can do to make your life easier, that's what I'm here for. And that's what I feel like a role of a man is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Say it again. Whatever you can do to make that woman's life easier, that's what you should do. That's what you're supposed to do. Not should. That's what you're supposed to do.
Bingo.
That's it.
Now, I'm going to say this. What you said applies to women as well. That's exactly how I feel about my man.
Me too.
Whatever I can do to make his life better and add value.
Pay attention, y'all. Because that's how you get this. And man, that's how you get that left or that right knee on that ground. For sure.
I'm always thinking about ways I can make him happy because that makes me happy. So I heard these young boys with this whole 50-50, what she gonna do for me? I was like, you going into it with the wrong attitude.
You want something in return. Yeah, somebody's supposed to do something.
Get something out of you.
And if you got somebody trying to get you, you think somebody was trying to get
you. Stewart, what's up, my dog? All right, go ahead.
I tell people all the time, your relationship is not making your life better. It's not making your life easier.
What you doing in it?
In almost every capacity, you probably don't need to be in that relationship.
People get content with
because
shit.
All I think about is how can I enhance his life? How can I enhance our life? What can I do to make our situation better? It can be something simple like, okay, I'm going to make sure that when he get home, I'm going to make sure that he come home to a hot homemade dinner because that's something that can make his day just better. He ain't got to stop and get nothing to eat. He don't have to, like,
we appreciate
always
that.
Try to be a step ahead when you care about
exactly.
When you want,
you never supposed to run. You never supposed to run out of spontaneousness. You always got to keep this shit fresh. When I say that, it don't mean go out and spend all your money. If I want Hennessy, go buy me 5 bottles of Hennessy. No, it's the small things. If I come home after a long day and I come to the crib and I smell food and you tell me, sit down, baby, how's your day? That the little things like that, it makes the biggest difference. Because don't no man want to come home Well, dang, you supposed to be here.
Nope.
You got off at 5:30. You here at 5:34. I'm on this shit.
No man, no man, no woman.
This shit.
No.
Yeah.
But I want to address something Tremaine said.
Talk to him.
In the comments. Tremaine said that women should feel like that too, like what you said, but it's rare that women feel like that. Now, I ain't got no statistics, so I can't drop facts, and I love to drop facts. But I do know that
no nagging. I agree, my boy Brandon. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Black women struggle with having a safe space with men sometimes. And if you created a safe space for them, you would see a woman flourish and do things for you that you never dreamed
I
of.
agree.
So when you say that it's rare for women to do that or think like that, ask yourself, what type of man have you been to?
Some women got fucked up ways of thinking too, though. It's a 50-50.
But you got
it can go either way. But some women got some fucked up ways of thinking. Truth be told.
Because I know, like, my circle cater to men. I have a catering ass circle of women. Like, they be excited, like, what I'm doing for my man. This is that. I gotta do this. Like, this is a conversation.
I get so excited about my dude's birthday.
Yeah, my circle is like on it about their men when it comes from head to toe. When it comes to day-to-day celebrations, whatever, we are excited to make him happy. Yeah. I think that men who say women never did that, you probably never had a woman who really liked you. Because when a woman likes you,
she gonna go all in.
When a woman really, really, truly like you for who you are, they are going to throw out the red carpet for they
women are natural nurturers. We love to take care.
Right.
We love to take.
It is
in our nature.
Exactly. That's how you was brought up. You know, you gotta protect the palace. You know, whatever situation you in, if you all for that person, it's no limit to the things that you supposed to do or want to do. It's not. You can't walk into something and people tell you this what you gotta do. Nah, this shit, it don't fly. It's all about.
No.
It's all about. Again, when two people come together, of course, it's a beautiful thing. But again, like you said, you got to find that balance. You have to know what type of person you're dealing with too, because a lot of people, they do too much too soon. And I don't know if there's a whole nother topic or not, but people do too much too soon. But at the end of the day, knowing who you got and knowing how to water their garden and watch them blossom and watch them bloom in your situation grow as well, it's undeniable. You can't beat that.
I always say, I want to know how your garden grow. You know, this Project Pet thing, because I think people have to know what makes people garden grow. Like, you got to know what a person like. Because sometimes I think when I see women say there is no certain men don't do this. Now, one thing I never had an issue with, men want to do stuff for me, and Dawn never had that issue either. Like, we never had that issue where never had to ask. We never demanded, because I think anytime that's an issue women have too. We think we supposed to demand stuff, then we demand it in such a masculine way it turn men off. And you don't have to demand anything.
Exactly.
If you are resting in your womanhood and you're resting who you are and you being your authentic self, men are gonna want to do
damn
stuff
right.
They like.
You shouldn't. One thing about it, you ain't got to tell me to do nothing.
Men and women need to realize that sometimes people just don't like you. That's why you laughing. Y'all laughing.
It's true though. It's true though.
Someone not liking me before. We was in a whole relationship, and it took me to watch other men in relationship how they talk and treat their woman and realize that this man don't like me. You understand what I'm saying? He don't like me don't like me like.
Was it something that you could change though, or was it just?
No, he just didn't like me. I don't care if I would have did backflips off the pole and cooked 7 meals a day. He still didn't like me like that.
There's something wrong with that nigga then. There's something wrong with that nigga then. Whatever situation.
Well, not necessarily wrong. People like
what they like. Yeah,
and that's okay.
Yeah, and it has really nothing to do with me. He just didn't like me like that. And I think that sometimes people have to be honest with themselves when they wonder why they not getting. They trying to squeeze juice out of a turnip, as old people say, because that person is not for you. That person don't like you like that. Or either you're gonna be okay with me rocking it. You're gonna be okay with that person not liking you, and you need to be okay.
I think that most people are okay with mediocrity.
Me too.
I think that most people are okay with
mediocrity. I agree with that statement.
I am not, which is why I can say what I want. And the thing about it is, I think the boy on my post today said something. Maybe he said something about maybe the men that you dealt with. I was like, oh boy, you don't know my story. Like, you don't know my story, baby. I could pull up on any day with a brand new car in the yard, brand new bags in the house. Like, you really
I can
don't know my
attest to
story,
that.
but
I can attest to that.
like,
I know.
Listen,
I know.
you really don't know my story. So I haven't had this struggle where I can't find nobody to do nothing for me or nothing like that. I just feel how I feel, and it's okay. And I feel that men should be providers, and I should be a helpmate.
Right.
That's what I feel. I'm not saying you got to do it by yourself. I would never let you do nothing by yourself.
Right.
I want to see you win, because if you win, and I'm winning, and we
There you
win.
go.
Right.
There you go.
But you cannot constantly keep coming. The woman got to split these bills with me. Let me tell you something. You can't split that pregnancy with her.
Yeah.
And see, when I became a mom, my whole idea about gender roles changed. That's why sometimes I don't like to have gender role conversations with women that aren't mothers.
True.
Because you have to go and put your life on the line to bring a seed into this world, not knowing, especially with Black women in healthcare, not knowing if you're going to make it back out alive.
That's true.
What you go through, it's nothing that a man can do that's equal to that. So I gotta go through that.
Yeah, me seeing that
Then
myself
come back after
firsthand.
6 weeks,
My bad, I ain't mean to
go
cut you
back to work.
But me seeing it firsthand,
I gotta
though,
go back to work.
watching.
Start back helping you with bills.
I saw a man bragging about his woman working 2 jobs while being 9 months pregnant and cooking and cleaning, and he thought she was just like a superwoman and stuff. That shit made me sad.
That's crazy.
That's
that
the
shit made
problem.
me sad. That shit made me sad because if I have to go and work 2 jobs,
What they say about
while I'm
dude?
9 months pregnant,
What they say about dude?
and I gotta cook and clean, and you boasting, don't even tag me in that motherfucking Facebook page. You leave it out there page because I am embarrassed, because I feel like it's nothing in you that was resonated to be like, let me get my woman off my feet and she carry my legacy. She got my whole seed in her. This my future in her body, and I'm okay with her working 2.5 jobs and cooking, doing all these things while she's 9 months pregnant. And I think that's a good thing.
And childbirth, because people have children so regularly, people don't realize that childbirth is
Man,
you may not make it up out of it.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Childbirth is life-threatening, bro.
I sat there and watched my daughter be delivered. And when I tell you, from that day, October 4th, at 12:10 a.m., when I say it changed my life forever, just actually seeing the process, and when she was delivered and how everything hit me at one time, I'm like, a woman is a strong ass individual to carry you for 9 months, to go to have these contractions that I can't even imagine how them bitches feel, and to sit there and just push and then get shot up the back and get numbed and all this shit, and then you gotta shake back after the fact. You bleed, right? It's like, this shit changed my life forever. I can't do nothing but tip my hat to y'all, and I have so much respect for a woman after seeing, after actually seeing this shit happen. Like, I can't even explain this shit. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And that's my point, that nothing is equal. And I think that if we focus on making things equitable, you know what I'm saying, we can make it an equal playing field without searching for equality. You want me, I rent $1,000. I'm gonna bring 500. You bring 500. The light bill $300 a month. I'm gonna bring 150. You like, I gotta pay half of all of this, and you ain't got to carry this baby for 4.5, 5 months. Like,
and I think that sometimes they think when they be like, okay, what you gonna do with your money? I'm taking my money and I'm saving.
You gonna do?
You know how much? You know how much they save money? Do you know?
Not even that. Sometimes I money by that tissue you wipe your ass with, that detergent we wash your clothes with.
That money saved a day. That look like that money saved a plenty of days that people don't even think about. Like,
as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do with your money.
Let's take my check and go get us some rental property.
There you go.
Let's make some more money. Well, we can both one day get up.
If you making moves like that, you would never hear a man complain though.
I think that
you ain't gonna hear her man.
You ain't gonna never hear it. You ain't gonna never hear a man complain. If you making moves like that, just to be honest, and if a man is conscious, if he has a mind, if he has a brain that's functional, if you got a woman that's to that standard, what are you have nothing to worry about, because what she's doing is not in vain, and what you out here doing is not in vain. If it's a thing where we growing, that's the biggest thing to me is growth. If we're not growing, if we're not moving forward, then what we doing? That's the treadmill effect. You on the treadmill, you going, you can set the speed, but you still not going nowhere at the end of the day.
Right.
So
I want to raise a guy, somebody they're not raising daughters this way. Well, let me tell you one thing. I see a lot of men champion daughters that they wouldn't date. I see a lot of men say, I'm gonna raise my daughter not to need a man. Then they complain about women not need a man on the internet. So why are you raising a daughter to not need a man to have her own everything, not need a man, but then complain about you raising women you wouldn't date. So I think a lot of men need to get inside themselves, say, well, why I'm gonna raise my daughter to think men ain't shit and to not need a man, and then I'm gonna complain because I have sons that gonna one day come across your daughters.
That's true.
And if you teach your daughter not to need my man, need my son is taught to need your daughter. But if you teach if my son come across a daughter that don't need a man, think man ain't shit, I'm gonna suggest to him that he leave her where she's at because she's
answer this question. Answer this question for me though. Answer this question for me real quick. Do you feel a daughter should marry a man that's like her dad?
It depends on who her dad is. It depends on who her dad is.
I can make a blanket statement like that because I want my child to marry. If I have a daughter, I want her to marry who fits her.
Me too.
Whether it's like her father or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because her father, I could love him to death, but he may have some shit that I wouldn't want her to have to deal with.
I just asked that question because I hear a lot of people saying you gotta marry somebody that just like your dad. I just asked the question.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't want to marry no man like my father.
Uncle Danny G though. But you know, I don't know the inside story.
He got certain attributes like my dad. Like I know that my dad is gonna make sure that we good financially, and I know certain things that my dad is gonna make sure, like your car gonna work. You know how to do that. He gonna make sure my friend's straight. He gonna make sure that he is very good with his hands. Like I don't have to really ask nobody to do stuff because my husband can do it, my dad can do it. So when I came across a guy who never cut grass before, I was appalled. I ain't know them type of men exist, or a guy that never changed a tire before. And I look at Trina Cat, she said independent. I've never been independent. I'm telling you a quick story. I had a guy that put a Neo Son independent on my Facebook wall, somebody they make him think of me. And I blocked him because if you think an independent son make you think of me, we don't need to be together because I'm not independent. I'm not gonna do everything on my own. So if that make you think of me as a woman, we can't be together because you need to go find you that independent woman because it ain't me. So I blocked him and he's still blocked right now. I think he's not blocked on Instagram, but on my Facebook page he blocked him. Don't. I'm not independent, so don't put that on me.
I think I have independent, and it definitely was not by choice. I was left in a messed up situation. You know what I'm saying? I lost my dude to murder, right? So I was left in a situation where I had to pick it all back up and put it together, you know what I'm saying? And then got pregnant, then became a single mom. Like it literally was all on me. Like I was somebody that went into labor by myself, drove myself to the hospital.
That's crazy. That shit's crazy. You know
that's crazy. Like my whole 6 weeks, your 6 weeks after I spent all that shit by myself, doing it by myself. You know what I'm saying?
I got more respect for you now. Like I ain't know all that.
But I never wanted to be independent. Matter of fact, you could play that shit in the club and I'm not finna sing independent. That's not what I want because I love and appreciate black men.
Me too.
I love everything about them. Even the shit that I don't like, I love you enough to want you to correct it and not trash.
There you go.
You know? So with my love for black men, I want to depend on you. I want to know that you're a leader. That's why I said what I said in my post, like men secure in their leadership, because my man ain't got to have a lot of money, but he got to be secure in his leadership. Means that no matter what he got, he going to get shit done with what he got. That's what being secure in your leadership is.
There you go.
And we're going to figure it out. We
You know
gonna
what I'm saying? So
figure that shit out, map it out.
never
make it
wanted to be independent. Matter of fact, I told my boyfriend, I even started crying. I was like, I'm somebody that always gotta thug shit out. I always gotta thug shit out. And I wanna be soft. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like I'm like my homeboys, like they know I like treat me like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be put in a situation where I could be soft and relaxed and I don't have to thug shit out because you get
That's
me.
how it should
Right.
be.
You know,
That's how it's supposed to be.
no woman want to thug shit out all
And
the
I
time.
think because when I met this guy, I was a single mom in my own place, my own this, that. And I think for him, he was like, oh, that's a badge of honor. You independent, Miss Independent. No, Nick, I don't want, no. Why would I be dating you? Why would I be trying
Right.
to?
What you
why
need
would
with
you come
somebody
to
if you
me
independent.
Like, it's not a compliment. You see me with these kids. Like, you see me paying these bills. Like, that's not a compliment. Like, I don't feel good because I have to work 2 jobs and braid hair. And that's what I was doing at the time. Working a full-time job, working a part-time job at Ann Taylor, and braiding hair to make extra money. This don't feel good. And I still gotta cook for these 2 children and take them to school, do this, do that. So you're right now you offending me. You know what I'm saying? You're insulting me at this point.
But it's so many black men that think that independent, that strong shit they see in black women is a badge of honor because they watch their mamas do it. But honestly, your mama shouldn't have had to work that hard.
True.
Matter of fact, I want to give your mama a hug. You know what I'm saying? Because you idolize her for some shit that you didn't even realize was a struggle for her.
And
going through this shit myself in my childhood, seeing that shit actually happen. And you know, I don't like getting real personal, but you know, my parents split early. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really understand it until I actually hit my peak to where my brain could actually see, like, damn, my mama did a lot of shit by herself. You know what I'm saying? And it also makes you appreciate a woman because it's things that they're faced with that they gotta go through regardless. It ain't like nobody can fix the situation. Now it might be somebody that can come in and help, but it's nothing that nobody can ever do to fix that situation. So, you know, my mama raised 3, and it's like I ain't never heard her complain. She ain't never whined. Whatever she did, I know for sure she did that shit in silence because she never showed no type of emotion. She just went out, did what she had to do. We had what we had, and shit, whether it was fish sticks for dinner or mac and cheese, whatever, goddamn it, we was appreciative because again, it could have been different. We couldn't have had shit. So I just, that's why I always tip my hat to my mom because she never complained. She never showed us no emotion. She never, whether she was struggling or not, she never showed it. So that's why I'm always indebted to my mom for sure.
I just was about to say that I have never in my life heard I ain't never complained. Ever. I never heard her complain. She got herself to where she could move out the hood and get the house she wanted. And she did that shit, and I ain't never heard that. Like, I never heard her say nothing negative. If she said it, I don't know.
A lot of women suffer in silence. A lot of women suffer in silence. You just never know.
But you know what? I expressed to my sons how I needed certain things, right? I didn't put it on them. So when I got married, my oldest son said, I'm glad you got married so you have a husband who can take care of you because I was worried when I go off to school.
Damn.
Because he was like, because you do everything by yourself, so I'm glad that you don't have to do everything by yourself anymore. He told me this out of his mouth last year. So even though I never complained, he was watching. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
children be peeping shit.
You know, I didn't complain. So it's like, I didn't complain, but he was watching like, okay, she's doing everything. But he was like, you know, you got to cook, clean, pay everything. You never cook, you know, whatever we need to do, you made it happen. You took us here. He said, so I was just relieved that you got you a good husband to do and help you when you had to do everything by yourself because I was worried. Like, he literally said, you know, Quentin, you know, he literally said, and he meant it. You know what I'm saying? It was an unprovoked conversation. And I can tell it was something that was really bothering him. Like, I'm about to go to school and still leave my mama here to try to take care of me while I'm in college and take care of my brother. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? And that's life. Like, I was going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It was going to happen regardless. And I'm glad that he said that because it let me know that he understands that this is not the way it's supposed to be.
And I feel like that is what it should be.
Right.
That is exactly what it should be.
Right.
And so because of those reasons, I believe in gender roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because I want to embrace my softness, I don't want to thug it out. I desire a leader in a man that's going to be a provider. And when I say provider,
yeah,
I'm talking about more than just finances.
Right.
I need to be provided security. I need to be provided emotional support. You know what I'm saying? I need to be provided a friend in you. I need to be provided so much. I need all of that.
there you go.
So that I can
Not just one dimensional, not just finances, because everybody feel like finances is the way to go.
No,
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when we had this winter storm, right? When we had this winter storm, we had no water. You know, had to get the water together. The power was going out. This and that. I was like, man, years ago, I would have been thugging that shit by myself. But it's like now, I was like, am I becoming weak? You know, am I becoming weak because I don't even have to think about stuff like this. Like, I know my husband gonna go out there, he gonna get the groceries. I know he gonna go out there and get the water.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, and I'm like, but I'm okay with being like a strong black. I'm okay with being a weak.
That don't mean you weak though. That don't mean you weak, Caitlin. It just means you got somebody that's gonna do it without you even having a second guess if he gonna do it or not.
But I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
The whole quarantine. I didn't
That's the type of man every woman deserves though. Truth be told.
Yeah, right.
That's if you believe in gender roles, because you got some people that don't believe in gender roles and they be like, oh, woman, we 50-50. You can do what I do on time.
Nah,
hell
no.
If you want me to take care of you, then you gotta just stay at home and then, like,
nah, hell
right.
no.
Okay, well, you need to thug it out. You want me to
people need to figure out then what they roles are beforehand. You need to know, right, before you get together, you need to know, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I can do. That way you know, all right, so whatever you weak at, that's what I'm strong at. But if I slack, you pick me back up too, and then we good. I ain't gotta worry about nothing else. You know, if I'm going to tell you this is the most important thing in any relationship, y'all. Quote me on this. Having your spouse's boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, having their back mean more than anything in the world. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep.
Agree.
You don't never feel like you're going through anything
never.
You don't never want to feel like you gotta face that by yourself. That is like the most lonely feeling of being uncovered.
I got a question. Mm-hmm. I got one question, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the giveaway.
All right, cool.
So y'all know how if you know you just get your regular check, you may go out to eat at like Applebee's or something, because you know you like they bar, it's regular, you might go to Applebee's, right? Mm-hmm. But if your stimulus dropped and you had a little extra, you might be feeling like, you know what, I still want to go to Ruth's Chris, right? Like I never been, right? And I actually got the means to go, right? Even though before you probably wouldn't touch Ruth's Chris because you couldn't afford it, so you wouldn't even play like that, right? Mm-hmm. So do y'all think that some men talk that 50-50 shit because they know they truly can't afford to provide? Because I feel like when men get money, not just men, when people get money, they splurge. So if you had the money, you wouldn't even give a damn about approaching a woman like that. I feel like you would take care of it because you feeling Ruth Chris. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You ain't feeling Applebee's no more. So I feel like it's an insecurity. You know, it's an insecurity in men sometimes that have them so aggressive about that. No, woman gotta do this and blah, 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 because you feel like you can't do it.
It's these new niggas though.
You gotta trust your leadership, because it ain't about how much you got. It's about how you work in this.
These new niggas ain't got no backbone. These new niggas don't understand what it means to have something. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they supposed to splurge, they supposed to do this, but then when you ain't got that shit, then what? Then when the woman dip, then it's like, damn, I just did everything in the way it was supposed to be in my eyes, and I ain't got no crutch to lean on because you put all your shit out there too early. You don't have one thing about it. One thing about it, you don't have to conform to what social media or what you see on these posts. Like, Derrick Jackson, the biggest hypocrite in America.
Oh my God. Don't like that.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't anti-Derrick.
Right, and y'all, and some women fall victim to niggas like that every day, and he uses that as his leverage to reel you in. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, know what you got. Bask in your situation. If it's good, it's good. But don't settle just because somebody is taking you to fine dining and on vacations and shit. That don't mean shit. If he got it, that's what he gonna do. But for niggas that don't got it, you ain't gotta feel like that's what you gotta do. The one thing you can do, if you can be anything in this life, you gotta be yourself. Because if you're not yourself,
but if you don't get it, you also ain't gotta be anti the people that get it. They be so strong about men be doing this and doing that. Man, if you had it, you would do it.
Man, stop trying to keep up with the goddamn Joneses, man.
But let me tell you something, baby. If I had an extra just 5,000 sitting around right now, I've been told my boyfriend, come on, meet me in Puerto Rico.
Ball.
Come on. Yep. And it ain't even, you know what I'm saying, nothing like, I don't understand, like, why would you not want to do something for the person?
You only live one goddamn time, man.
Not doing shit for your woman. I can't stand these young boys so aggressive about showing, I ain't doing it, I ain't doing it.
In my household, my husband is the provider. He provides. But guess what Kaylin do? Kaylin enhance our lifestyle. He gonna provide the chicken. Kaylin gonna get the crab legs, okay? I'm gonna do the extra stuff because I want the luxury shit. So yeah, he got the light bill, he got the this, he got that. But he was like, we about to do what? Yeah, we go to Puerto Rico for your birthday because I am going to make sure I got it. We're gonna get there. You ain't gotta think about it.
There you go. That means you hit him with that gawk 5,000 too. Hey, if you gotta everybody take a shot to that. For women holding it down. Gawk 5,000.
I think that a lot of times and I think sometimes women gotta, if you want to talk that kind of man, like you meet a man that's making $20 an hour and you making $120,000 a year, you can't expect him to take you to Fleming. You have to be okay sometimes until he get himself together to go to Applebee's.
But this is the thing too. If you got a man that's making less than you,
if I make more money than my man,
you finna say what I'm finna say. Go ahead.
What if I make more money than my man, right? Mm-hmm. I would accept because I think I'm kind of low maintenance, right? Mm-hmm. I won't show effort.
Right.
I don't necessarily have to have the glitz and the glamour.
Right.
Like you could literally be like, baby, let's go get this $5 pizza and go to the park, and I'll be like, what?
Come on. It's all about how you do that shit. Make this shit.
Like what? And that's still providing. That's still providing for me,
right?
Because you provided the effort. You thought about me. You fed me literally on $5. Even though I make more money than you, so I really could have treated us to Ruth Chris, right? But because you a man and you leave, this is what you wanted to do for me, and I respect it.
Yeah. And I think sometimes women,
I say they gonna eat that pizza anyway.
I think what sometimes women do, if they got the Ruth Chris, they keep on taking the dude the Ruth Chris, and then they get frustrated with him because he can't take the Ruth Chris. They always put in the bill. Well, baby, you can't go to Ruth Chris.
Man, you can't. If you can't keep.
A 4x4, like a pizza.
If you can't keep up with this shit, don't do it. Just the same thing they say to men.
It's gonna make you mad too. Not just keep up with it. She probably keep on going to Ruth Chris 2 times a week. But if it's making you resent him,
right,
it's making you mad, it makes you feel some type of way, don't do the shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I want
Stop
you
doing
to
the shit.
You can just do something.
Right.
Whatever it is, I feel like if it's from the heart, that's where it's genuine at. So I don't give a fuck what you do or how you do it. Yeah. As long as if I feel it's sincere and I feel it's genuine, I don't give a fuck where we go. It should be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't scratched the surface this check, I'm gonna make do with what I got, and we gonna ball still. But at the end of the day, I ain't finna live outside my means just because. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't rock like that.
Yeah, he said, if I make more than her or less than her, I still gotta be a man, and that's what I agree with because I believe in a man.
Salute to whoever said that.
Yeah,
that's true.
You still gotta be a man. Like, I don't care if you make $14 an hour, do something.
My favorite dates that me and my husband did, we've been trapped. We do is when we get in his truck and we get some slushies from Sonic and put some apples. I call it mine. He don't drink it.
Okay, that's because you hood too at the same time. You
Right.
appreciate the small things.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
ride
saying?
around looking at houses in neighborhoods that we want to say, like, look at that, like that shit is like play our music, play our playlist, and I love that. That's like our thing to do. When he off and I'm off, and we ride around and do that for 4 hours, that shit is like making
And that's
my
a
day.
husband being a man.
Right.
That's it. And it didn't even cost that
No.
much. So that whole aggressive stuff, I just feel like it's broke nigga energy. And ain't nothing wrong with being broke because you can always grow. We was broke.
Shit,
You
I
know,
know
before
what it
you can
feel.
always grow. But you ain't gotta have that broke nigga energy.
And it's low energy too. It's so negative. Like
It's so negative.
So you attracting the kind of women that you say you don't want, and y'all attracting the kind of men you say you don't want because you still got that bad aura. Like you're frustrated because you don't have a man that want to do stuff for you, whatever that is, because you complaining about men that ain't doing shit for you. They don't want to.
I hate it.
Okay, my bad.
Go ahead.
I gotta do this before we
Go.
lose.
Go ahead.
All right, so
I done knocked the dinner.
time for us to do the giveaway. Y'all know what time it is. And we are giving away a full body massage. It's gonna be so
Oh
nice.
shit! Can I win that? I need that motherfucker.
That's gonna be fun. It's a whole hour.
Yep, and this is it Relax by Rita?
Relax with Rita.
You know what?
Relax
I think I booked with her before.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think
You
I
know
did.
we do everything black
Yeah,
around here.
yeah.
Black on
I ain't get to make it though, but I did.
But
But
make
I'll be
it.
saying next week, put no names.
Sam Upshaw,
He was our past guest before. Shout out to Sam.
Nastasia Walker.
Oh
She's
hell, yes sir, Stacey. Get your motherfucking start.
She needs to win, baby, because she be harassing me.
Yeah,
B.
she threatened
Washington,
us in the comments.
Tempest Haley, Jerica Barnes.
Oh, them the names is going in there. I
Ellen
thought you was talking about the winners. I'm like, y'all
Harry.
motherfuckers ball to give that shit out like that.
Yeah.
Alicia Davis, I'm broke.
God damn.
Jason Calhoun, Shamika Wayne,
Wayne, it's a Wayne thing.
my best friend, Ray Shauna Ray Shauna, you almost didn't make it in, but I got you, friend. If you watching, hold up.
Rayshana Bohannon.
Yeah.
I found it.
Shout out to Rayshana, man. That's my sister dog right there.
Shake it up. Shake it up.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna let Kaylin pull.
Shake that motherfucker. We can't see you shake that motherfucker. Shake that motherfucker like a Polaroid. There you go.
Hey, I thought y'all saw it.
Tell me too many people that bucket this week.
Oh, can you get in there?
Yes, I can.
Y'all need drum roll.
Let's go.
Tippy.
God damn, look at that.
About time, girl.
And she said, and you just goddamn said something too.
I love all my views, but I prayed for Tempest.
Top 10 Tempest, baby. Now, Stacey, don't you go harassing them.
Now ask her, is there too many people in the bucket now that she done won that shit? There ain't too many people in that bitch now either.
Woo!
Go Tempest. When you come back in town.
And you need to come, and you got to do it by June 2021. So that's 3 months.
Hey, you know what?
Yes,
You know what? You know what? Just because I fuck with y'all and I'm feeling generous today, shake that motherfucker again, and whoever get it, I'm gonna pay for it for him. I'm gonna send you the cash out tonight.
Let's go,
I'm gonna send
Black
you the cash out tonight on Moses.
Okay.
Let's go, Black man. Go.
I got you.
Go.
Send me your cash out. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Evan Chris.
Evan,
Chris.
it's on me.
Evan Chris, you got a full body massage.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Cause I'm gonna text you my cash
Do
out.
it right now, cause I'm finna send it to you. Just let me know how much it costs.
Evan, she on there. Let you go. What's your cash out, Evan? He finna send it. You gonna send it ready?
You want to send it to her cash
That's
out?
cool. Evan, put your cash up. Let me know how much it costs, cuz, and I'm finna send it to her right now.
Okay. Just send it to man. We'll get the gift certificate.
Yeah,
That's
send it to
cool.
them.
I'm,
Just text my phone. You ain't gotta tell everybody how much it costs. I really don't care if you did, but nah, we ain't gonna do it like that. Evan Chris is on me.
And man,
They say he sent his stimmy.
Motherfucking lie. I ain't got this shit. I already told me I made too much.
Woo, look at you.
Right, don't play me like that.
Man, make too much for a stimmy. Yes.
Yeah, man, don't play me like that. I don't.
What they think what percent of men make over 100K? What's the percentage?
Only stimmy I know is stimulation. I don't know shit else about what the IS got going on.
So this what we gonna do. We gonna have our last few gender role thoughts. Reggie, I'm gonna let you get your thoughts out. Kay, I'm gonna let you get your thoughts out.
I'm gonna go last.
And I'm up.
Hold on, I gotta go back and see EB Chris. All right. I love you too, Shamika. Is it look, Alicia Davis gonna put her shit. No, baby, you didn't win.
Alicia got a cash out for Jermaine, remember?
Okay, with T Stewart.
Yeah.
My boy Freaky T, you gotta send it to Alicia Davis. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Shout out to Corinne. Shout out to C Corinne. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me see. I'm gonna fuck around. Don, you gotta come to the crib too. You ain't been out here.
I know, right? I be low key just because of the pandemic and stuff, and the baby's so new.
I got you. She love to see you. She happy all the time. I would go get her. I'm gonna see if she up. If she up, I'm gonna go grab her real quick.
Go grab her right now.
Let me see. Did you text me how much I need to send that? Oh, I see it right here, bro.
I don't know. How much was the?
Just text it to me. You ain't gotta put it out there for the public. But if you want to, you can. Cause I'm finna go and send it to her so she won't think I'm out here, as they say, capping.
All right, I just sent you the.
I see it. I see it right here. Just go on, book it when you can. I gotta go back and see it.
I'm gonna book it ASAP, Em, and I'm gonna make sure you had that jump for Mother's Day. That's a single mama right there.
EB Chris.
And we tag the page in this post.
I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna show you how real she gonna get.
Look at Stacey trying to.
Hey, make sure, is it Eben McKinney? Just want to make sure this her.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. Bam. Congratulations. Goodness gracious. Bam. Watch this. Dang, it said the cash out can't be sent. I'm just lying. There you go right there. Bam. Sent.
All right, friend.
It's sent. There you go. Right. On me.
Okay, go get the baby.
Okay, let me see if she
go
up.
Get the baby. So we're gonna go ahead and close out once you get the baby.
Let me see if she up. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Hey, look, don't harass our people next.
One thing that I love is that our viewers are so loyal that they start to get to know each other. And I be seeing people that never met before, like tagging each other, tripping with each other, laughing with each other.
Right.
Like when I tell you I love the pistols because y'all gonna show up each and every time.
Show out.
We can go ahead and do our last words while we're waiting on Reggie.
Okay. Gender roles. I think that no one should be forced into anything. If you want to choose to do gender roles, that is fine. If you don't want to do gender roles, that is fine as well. I just think you got to find someone that aligns with what you believe in. I think that sometimes people want to pick and choose. You know, you can do that because we do it too. You know, like certain things I'm okay with, certain things I'm not okay with. You got to find someone that's aligned with what you believe in, and not trying to force your concepts on other people.
Done. You a mama. You know why I ain't come back down the stairs with her, right?
She
there
sleep.
You go. She sleep, y'all.
That'll be.
She sleep.
All right. So my last few words, gender roles. As a social construct, I think that gender roles are trash. I don't think that anybody should be forced to live a certain way, do a certain duty, or do a certain thing just because they were born a certain gender. However, I enjoy them, and I would appreciate if you not try to force your beliefs off on me.
Please.
I won't force off on you because the man that's going to be with me is going to absolutely enjoy right. You know, he's going to enjoy gender roles, and we're going to have a good time with these gender roles. Because I'm going to be a little soft woman. I ain't got to thug it out no more. And he can be the king of the castle. And that's how we roll.
There you go.
Because last few words, gender roles.
I'm going to keep this shit. I'm going to keep this shit super short. Fuck all this gender role shit. Whatever works for your situation, let it work for your situation. There it is.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
This was Triggered, episode 7.
Yep.
We got 2 more before we end the
more.
season, and we are out. Thank y'all for watching. Good night.
Good night.